Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Monday. That's a good start. I'm so used to doing this on a Wednesday, but we've got a bonus this week, and what a bonus it is. So hi, everybody. My name is Kate Carney from Sip and Share, and we are streaming this evening everywhere in the usual Sip and Share places. But we are also special guests on Sheffield Hawkins Distillery page. I always feel like going, grr, like manly, like proper gin, really good gin. We are live streaming on Hawkins Distillery page. So thank you to Bryn, who I'm about to bring on camera, for letting us do that. So I tasted this incredibly impressive and surprisingly positive, I think I surprised myself with how much I loved it, gin maybe a few weeks ago now. There's not a lot left because this is my husband's favorite in joint place with HMS Spirits Dreadnought. This is his favorite. And hello, hi. And I know why, because I'm looking forward. I've got my glass ready, having a sip of this tonight. So we're going to meet Bryn from we know whose gin this is. So let's bring him on and have a little chat. Let's bring him on. Here he is. Hello.
Hello.
Like, I feel we should like Photoshop that, like you know, one of them classic like American easy. I feel like eyes and teeth about it. Hey, it's good, this, isn't it?
Yeah, great good.
It's really good. Let's read it. Let's remind everybody. Really good gin. I'm going to read the botanicals. Where are we? Juniper, coriander, cassia, black pepper, cardamom, lemon, and orris root. Right. Where did this come from? Give us the story. Hello. Oh. That's a poor one. Come on, give us the background.
It came from a family holiday, to be honest. So we went to a place in Shropshire, and there was apples everywhere. There was a little orchard, apples falling everywhere, and I thought, well, you know, this is a waste, so I'm going to make myself some cider. Got all the cider making equipment, made some awful cider, and then realised I've got all this equipment, what else can I do with it? And then that's just kind of developed from there. Bought myself a little still.
Yeah.
Got into the distillery piece, loved gin, so decided that gin was going to be the thing that I make. Fast forward 2 years, and now I'm able to do it on a commercial basis. So yeah, it's just come from
a gin lover anyway. You were a gin
lover. I love gin, but it wasn't. I didn't go out to go and make gin. I went out to go and make cider with fallen apples, and kind of the gins developed from there.
So can we call this gin failed cider, or is that a bit harsh?
I think it's probably a little bit harsh. I think
you've got no bearing to cider whatsoever. I feel like
nothing.
You found your calling. I think cider, we got the crap out of the way. The stuff that's never going to work. Delete. And instead we've gone for absolutely beautiful. And everybody that I know who has tried this, everyone that's watched the lives, is giving the feedback, and I'll come on to the lady who won in a minute, is very, very impressed. And I feel like you've just appeared from nowhere. Bryn, you're like this mystery man who brings his gin with him and appears from nowhere.
Well, it's just the last couple of years spent in my shed obsessively making gin after gin after gin. It started off awful. It really did. But absolutely terrible. But you know, I just kept cracking at it, and eventually ended up with what you got.
So how would you describe this gin whilst I drink it and enjoy it?
It's my gin. It's my take on. I love a gin and tonic. It's my favorite gin drink, you know, and I just wanted something that was going to be a bit of a combination of all my favorite gins. You know, I love Ophir. I love some of the other Tanquerays and things like that. So I wanted kind of a bit of a mix of all. So I don't like it's not that I don't like the kind of fruity, the floral stuff. It's okay, but that's not really me. So I wanted something that got a bit of all sorts, and that's what I've tried to create with this. So it's got that. Go on.
No, go on, keep going.
So I'd say it's got that kind of, you know, juniper forward, a little bit of citrus, but then I really like that spicy finish.
Yeah, And that's the feedback that I've got and that you've seen is that that's what everybody loves. The incredible smoothness of it, the fact it's a proper gin, clear gin and tonic, gin drinkers gin and forward, the little citrus, and then that warming sensation. And I've got to tell you, I don't know whether you know this, the lady who won at the competition.
Yeah.
Did you know? Did you know she's never drank gin?
No way.
Yeah. So she messaged me back, and I was like, "Oh my god, I think was it Leslie?" I was like, "Congratulations, congratulations!" And she messaged me and said, "I can't believe I've won. I'm so happy. I've never drank gin." And I nearly hit the floor because I was like, "Of all the starting points, you're going in with this proper gin lovers gin." I thought, how brilliant! And I think she messaged, didn't she, to say, because I'm admin on your page. I saw her say how happy she was with it.
Yeah, bless her. No, she's very pleased.
It's very easy to drink.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
You are right. So let's discuss this. So what have we got in front of us? Because one of us has made a Bryn's gin, Hawkins Distillery gin and tonic. The other one, the distiller, is having a
hot toddy tonight. I've got a sore throat. Sorry.
You know what?
I've got a bottle.
Oh, you've got a promo. We've got a promo pack that we can show. So you've just given me an excuse now. When I do my next interview, if I'm feeling a bit crappy, I can go. Yeah. I will power through. You must be feeling pretty bad.
Yeah, not the best, but it's all good.
It's all those markets you've been doing. Have you started markets?
No. October's the first one. So it's Fox Valley near Sheffield. That's we're going to go and head there. They've got a nice craft market and a farmers market. So they do it once a month. But yeah, it's really nice little market. Cheese,
pies, meat. You'll come back with like lots of stuff to go with your gin.
Yeah. I'm probably going to spend more there than I'm going to sell, I'm sure.
Exactly. You spend more than you make. So when you are not selling gin at a market or drinking gin or making gin, what are we doing? Are we in the gin business? Are we no?
No, never been in the drinks business, never been in bars or anything like that. I work in IT, so I'm a pre-sales, specialising in security at the moment.
I feel like
nothing like.
I feel like you're the mystery man of IT, like with this secret gin love on the side. So we've got. So when was this? When did you sell your first bottle?
May, I think. So this has all really kicked off. I finally got my license and everything through the week before we locked down. So it's been a very interesting journey.
And I won't ask if you were doing any practicing in advance of that. But so you got your license the week before lockdown. That's mad. So I really feel like we're in. Like, I'm gonna say like we're discovering you. Can we say that?
Yeah, I think you can say that.
So week before lockdown, and then what? Presumably, then you've just been selling online.
Yeah, completely. So it's been quite interesting because I'm making it at home. I can't get the licensing in Sheffield for the distillery to ship out, so I need a premises license. So I've had to find fulfillment company. So I've got this whole plan on how I was going to go to local markets, then little local shops, and then I was going to move to online, and it's just turned all completely upside down.
So we've gone straight for online, and then starting markets in October.
Yeah. So a little bit different.
So why did you call it? It might be an obvious answer to this, right? Because we can see your name on screen.
Yeah.
But many people, and you know the lovely Stephen from Daisy Distillery, his gin is called Stephen's gin. We know Paul from Little Quaker, his gin's not called Paul's gin. So why did we go with Bryn's gin? What was this?
I got a lot of pressure from friends and family, and it just rhymes, it's just one of those, isn't it? Rolls off the tongue. So it's Bryn's gin rather than Steve's gin. It doesn't rhyme.
We'll tell him. Never start that.
No, it's because it's mine. It's because I've spent a long time developing it, and it was always going to be mine. And I couldn't really call it something else because it's not one particular flavour. So I'm trying to develop some other ones. So I've got a blood orange one at the moment that I'm trying to bring to market. That will be something around the orange, but this will always be mine. This is my drink that I've made for me that I'm just happy to share.
Right. So I'm already going. Please, can I be one of the first people to get a bottle of your new one? Because
Yes, of course you can.
if this one is anything to go by, blood orange. So is that? I think from this we've got a good indication of your approach towards quality, approach towards classic G&T, clean flavors. The spice thing you seem to like. Oh, you're getting lots of love on the comments. So I was going to say, so what's next? Have you got the bug for this? Because it's only been March and May, you said, since you started selling this stuff. So what's in the pipeline? What are you spending your evenings doing when we're not actually
making jars and jars and jars of different gins? So right next to me at the minute, I've got a big vat of slow gin, which I just made this weekend. So I was ready for Christmas. I do a really nice Christmas gin, which is basically the Bryn's gin with a bit of Christmas pudding in. So we've got a couple of bits on that are ready to go. But yeah, I like loads of different flavors of gin. I like interesting gin. It's the lack of additives and sweetness. I like that kind of. Well, I like my gin. This.
Yeah. Let's hold it up on screen for a moment so everyone can see. So, Bryn Gin, that you called the distillery Hawkins Distillery. So where did that come from? Because I feel like with your gin, I'm like man's gin, even though a lot of my audience are ladies and I'm absolutely loving it.
So I kind of want something for my kids, and I wanted the Hawkins Distillery. I wanted to carry the family name. I wanted to go down the route of calling it distillery rather than gin. So I could have gone Hawkins Gin, because there's only one other Hawkins Gin. It's a place in Australia. So I did think about doing that, but then that restricts me just to gin. And I want to try rums. I want to do vodkas. I want to do different things as time allows. Gin's my favorite, but other spirits have love too. So yeah, that's the idea behind the Hawkins Distillery, and hopefully in a couple of years' time we can start playing around with some other things.
So so you mentioned family there. Have we got kind of like small children doing labeling? Have you got them on the corks? What are they?
No, not yet. I've got an 8-year-old and a 3-year-old. The main contribution is to try and keep them out of the distillery and away from it all. Because they helped me box up. So I sent a couple of boxes out to the warehouse the other day, and they helped me box every single gin up. Bless them. So we had a little conveyor belt going. So they occasionally get involved, but I try to keep them out when it's actually making the gin.
Yeah, probably best.
Yeah, so, sensible.
Yeah. So a child gone into year 4?
Yes.
Year 4, yes, same with me.
Yeah.
And I've got a 6-year-old who made a video of herself the other day. She filmed herself drinking Ribena out of a straw with a strawberry on the side, talking about how it tastes. And she showed it to me, and I shared it with my ambassadors in the little group. Obviously, I can't put it on Sip and Check because she's on it on a couple of points. And I was like head in hand going, what the hell have I created? She's like, hi guys. So this is, I thought, oh my God, this is downstairs or in bed. What is she listening to? So we've got some Christmas. Have we got some, what's the plan for, is there going to be a Christmas range? Are you going to just do like a couple, Bryn's Gin, then one other, and then some other offshoots of different flavors? Or what's coming to the market?
So the plan for Christmas is the slow gin, which is lovely. That's nice on its own. It's nice within something. And then the Christmas gin, it's lovely in a gin and tonic, kind of that real kind of sugary, Christmassy flavour. But I also do it in a mulled gin. So I make a spiced apple juice that it goes with. So what I really want to do is get on the market stalls, obviously sell the bottles, but also sell maybe the packs of the mulled apple juice together. But certainly there so that you can drink it while you're out shopping.
I think we all need to be coming to these markets around Sheffield.
Yes, you do.
Love a Christmas market or a October, November buying Christmas stuff market.
I love Christmas markets. So the problem is I just come away with all stuff for me, not for just cheeses, meats, all of that.
Eating more volume. Tia says, oh, Christmas gin. Yes, a Christmas. What is the cardamom hit like, Tina? Do you know what? I'm going to ask you that, Bryn. How would you describe the kind of spicy side of this gin?
No, it's there. It's definitely present. So what I've done for the spice is I stole a little idea from Steve at Daisy Distillery. Oh, he's a lovely bloke. And yeah, we've gone for just the hearts of the cardamom pod rather than the whole container. So it's quite intense, I think.
Yeah, I think it's very clear. The citrusy start, just a little kick of citrusy start, and then a very clear cardamom warmth to it. How do you drink it? What's your perfect serve with this gin? That's something that people are always interested in.
Just straight up gin and tonic. So a nice Indian tonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just a standard Schweppes, to be honest. And Fever Tree is lovely as well. Yeah, just a whole bunch of gin in a glass with a bit of tonic and a bit of ice and slice of lemon. Job's a good one.
You do lemon?
Yeah, a little bit.
Bit of lemon.
Do lemon. I've had grapefruit's quite nice in it as well.
Oh,
slice of grapefruit.
Yeah. Any gin that's got kind of a spicy bit to it, a grapefruit always does really well with it. What about cocktails? Are you a cocktail man?
I'm just trying and get into them a little bit. It's not been. I've just been straight up gin and tonic. So we're starting to do a little bit more around the martinis and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Steve might give you the same answer. So I feel like Steve's part of the party in a few weeks, and you had to have a chat with him about cocktails. So I feel like you maybe need to do some sort of three-way public cocktail practice, which would be fun.
He loves his Negronis, I think. I think he's a Negroni man.
Yeah, he does. So we're working on blood. You mentioned a blood orange gin. Is that post Christmas? Is that going to, can people buy at Christmas online your Bryn's gin? And I mean, what are we going to call it?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. It's quite fizzy. I don't know. Maybe we ought to put it out to the gin ambassadors.
Oh, don't tempt them. Don't give them stuff like that. Right. Oh no, that is exciting though. So we've got Hawkins Distillery, and I think we've talked about branding before. This makes me feel like I need to own a motorbike and a large leather backpack, and this is like in my backpack. Are we going? Have you got a motorbike? We're going for a motorcycle. I don't know if I keep going.
I used to have done a lot of motorsports. So I've got kind of some bits and pieces from that. What I really wanted to do, though, I wanted to have something that I could then put on things. So the whole idea behind the Hawk is I can put it on bottle tops. I can put it around the top of labels. I love the Bacardi bat, for example, and I kind of wanted something similar to that I could just put on stuff. So yeah, that's the idea behind that. And it's it sounds cheesy, but Hawkins and Hawk, that's the thing. In its entirety. So yeah, no real ties to the motorbike side of things. It just happens to look like that.
And it seems to fit. You get in love with your competition name the gin. See, I told you they'd be on it. Maybe we'll do that, ladies. I'll have a little think about that. But when is that? I'm not trying to back you into a corner, but we're all like that. When can we have some more gin, please, Bryn?
The simple fact is when it's right, the whole point of I want these gins to be as perfect as I can get them to be. So I'm distilling probably 4 or 5 of them a week at the minute. At some point I'll get the recipe right and it'll be ready. I'm hoping before Christmas feels right. But yeah, as I say, if it's not right, it's not going to market. It's as simple as that.
Good approach. I like it. And I have got 21 tasters sat in a private Facebook group. Desperate. Okay, anything else we need to know? Oh, I was going to ask you. You kindly gave us an amazing discount code, and I can't remember whether it was still on or not.
Oh, no, I think it's finished, actually. I think was it middle of this month? I think it was the 15th. I think we're done.
Could we reinstate it for one night only?
I think we could.
Tina!
In fact, when we're done on this, I'll reinstate it for the next 48 hours.
Oh my God! Right, I will post that because I can't post for comments and it's going on here. Right, so we're gonna have another 48 hours because I think I'm gonna get another bottle because it's its way down this one. I've got a work call straight after this. That's why I brought 2 tonics. Always dangerous when you have 2 tonics upstairs. You think you're not just gonna have one gin on a Monday night.
No, it's not just one.
Rachel says, can she order? Louise says, can she order? I think Tina will too. Tia, you need it. Tia, you will really like it. She's a gin fan. Okay, so I think all-round success. Have you been happy with your launch, with how it's all gone? Anything you would have done differently? Any lessons you've learned?
No, I think it's gone as well as it could in the circumstances. You know, it's been a strange old time, but yeah, no, it's gone all right, and I've loved working with you guys. It's been fantastic.
Oh, well, we are excited. I mean, I can't tell you the conversations we've had offline, which are online because we're not face to face, about your gin. You know, it seems to be people have been messaging me about it, and I love the fact that lady won it and she'd never drank a bottle of gin in her life. I thought, my good lord, you can't do a better song than that. Lorna, get off your gin ban. This 48 hours were like time critical. It's not a gin ban. Right then, well, I will let you go and drink your what do you want?
Hot toddy.
And hope that you feel better in anticipation of your October markets, and maybe we can secretly work on some sort of cocktail night together. Let's get Stevie for Daisy involved, and you know where we are if you ever need any feedback on like your Christmas. I reckon what you know where we are. So on that note, I will pop the code. I think it was sip and share, wasn't it? Or did you
sip and share?
Did you do an N?
N.
Okay. Folks, let's try and crash his website. Don't tell him, but let's try with purchases. Right, folks, thank you very much for joining us. Bryn, it was very lovely to finally meet you face to face. How nice. And I will pop that code on here as soon as we have finished and let you do your thing at your end. I'll do my thing at my end, and I'll meet in the middle with some gorgeous gin sales. How about that?
Lovely. Yeah, sounds great.
All right. Right, everybody. Bryn, you stay there, and I will say bye to everybody else. Bye, everybody. Have a nice evening. Bye, bye, bye.